Yeah, I'm probably just I'm gonna use the chance of rain today as an excuse to hang around and take it easy. I've made the first step. I'm out of the Chicago metro area and heading west, so it's on, you know. Even if I don't get a motel room, I'll stick here for the night. I've done that. I've done this trip about 4 or 5 times. I can't even remember. And one of the times I spent the night here, and it was easier to get to Dixon the next morning. It's only 42 miles, and then it's like 40 miles to Clinton. But I've got options. My mom, me and her argue, and I disagree with her a lot, but she's pretty smart. And she's like, Jeff, get away from those cars. She's like, Jeff, she didn't want me to get the Angus Road Cruiser because I had to spend all my money on it. Everything, just on that, and be struggling, you know. Not that I still don't want to do it, but get in the shade. But I could get the Hobie Passport Mirage Drive. $16.99 is the average price at the stores. So with tax, it's $18.75, say. And I could get a good portage cart, maybe, or I'm gonna have to figure that one out. I could do the buy an expensive wagon and cut it in half, get rid of the stake sides, cut it in half, and use half of it in the back and half of it in the front. That would work really well. It'd be hard to store. It'd be like a big thing to store on the kayak, though, when I was traveling. I want one of those foldable, like. But anyway, if I could get that option, the optimal results of trying that option would be to get the Hobie Passport, get one of the really good carts, a couple $100, the Maglite or the Seattle Sports. I'd still have thousands of dollars left over. That would cost maybe $2,000 to get that started, and then to get enough food and extra equipment to load it up, like tarps and stuff sacks and plastic bags and food and water to get it going. Another couple $100, so $2,200. I'd have like $4,000 left. You know, that's a lot of money. You know, I could afford to get my bike refurbished, and then I could have a brand new bike and upgraded too, with like an internal hub gearing system maybe. And she's right, I'd be able to hide it someplace. I'd be able to go into the weeds and hide it. I could ride cross country on back roads, get into other waterways, and launch into the rivers, and a lot of options. Or here's a plan C. I could really watch my money, scrounge like salad, you know, the cheapest salads and stuff like that, and just, I've got a pretty good, I'm like 20% body fat right now, so not that fat, but you know, not fat at all, but I can, the subcutaneous is there. I got like 20% right now. Everybody's always like, I got 10% body fat. No, you don't. You'd be shredded like Wile E. Coyote. But anyway, I could afford to do a few 500 miles to South Dakota with barely eating, okay? And I could get there and get a cheap portage cart, a $90 one. I'm just not going to be dragging my kayak very far on the bike. That won't be happening. And get a cheap kayak. If I could find a Tahoma or Tamarack, I'd really be considering buying that. And then really try to do the trip downriver as cheaply as possible and get back to Arkansas. I'd get contacts with my mom. I'd do it easily. I'd do it softly. And I'd just send her pictures. Tell her what I'm doing, and just, that's it. No talking. Just picture, here I am in there. I'm going to go down the river, and she'll get really excited as I start getting closer and closer. She'll know, okay. As soon as I'm starting to get close to Arkansas, she'll be wanting to see me. And then, if I could get down there with, you know, still like $5,000, I could still do the Angus Road Cruiser. I might have to try to make money there, too, while I'm there. But I could do it. So, I'm going to figure out which one I'm going to do between here and there. When I get there, really. But, basically, that's where I'm at.